We are live. I'm so glad to have you here. As you probably have watched my YouTube video, you know now that I'm actually on a task, beautiful task, to write a book on soul-based love relationships. So it's not just any kind of love relationship, but it's soul-based. And on this video, I will share with you a couple of things that I feel it can actually support you. I will just pull it out from the board, and it's this. This is a principle that my dad used to lovingly hammer on me when I was a teenager. Socks first. This is the principle of order. Now, why do I want to talk to you about order when it comes to love relationships? What do you think will be the reason? Okay. My dad used to tell me, daughter, you won't be able to walk on the streets, right? Having put your shoes first and your socks second. And then I will think, he's right. I used to be a person, well, a teenager, a young teenager that wanted to do things really fast, and I was impatient, okay? And I wanted to do things, I want to do it now. And he used to always tell me, okay, hey, wait, do you have your socks first? Okay. The reason why I'm mentioning this, it's because sometimes in relationships, and I have done this myself several times, long while ago, before I really started applying this in my life, in many areas of my life. And in the past, I would like to rush into a relationship. Can you relate to this? Rushing? Yeah? Yeah, or feeling desperate? I used to. Yeah. We all have experienced that in one way or another. And also thinking, if I don't take this opportunity now, well, this guy may be gone. And my opportunity may be gone. Right? Is it true? And has this happened to you that because you rush and because you felt that uneasy feeling of desperation, you just jump into it? You jump into that relationship thinking that, well, this guy is the love of my life. This guy is the perfect guy for me. And by the way, guys, if you are also watching this, maybe it has happened with, a girl or someone of your like, right? That you just jump into it, right? You put your socks, you put your shoes on, and then you realize you didn't have your socks on. And then maybe you're walking, right? And this is what happens when we don't have socks and we have to take a long walk. Very likely you have got blisters on your toes. Have you experienced that? Yeah, it happens, right? And even sometimes with some certain kind of shoes, even with socks, you get blisters, but it's more likely you get blisters and you get pain in your feet when you don't have your socks protecting your feet, right? So having said that, this is an invitation for you to ponder upon, okay, so do you really put your socks on before engaging in a relationship? Have you put your socks on as a way to, I don't really want to use the word protection, okay, because actually in the book also I will talk to you about what real protection is, because sometimes unconsciously we may be looking for some form of protection, right? But in reality is that we don't need it. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so these socks will create some form of a barrier between you and that hard shoes and the environment. So what do you think that will be for you? Putting your socks first. Perhaps it's not socks, but maybe it could be an inner quality that you already have, which is your wisdom, accessing your wisdom. It perhaps could be your ability to reflect upon what have you done in the past. Actually, this section, hang on, let me show you here. This section on the book, it talks about the past. It talks about ghost from the past, right? So maybe is that you may be repeating patterns, explain here, okay? Patterns that makes you rush, and then later on, then you look back or you see the results, right, around you, and then you think, oh shit, I did it again. I've been there, and I know how it feels, right? But we learn along the way. You know, one very amazing thing about human beings is that we human beings, we are designed to learn, right? And we learn from mistakes. Mistakes are not a bad thing. So don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Socks first. I'm very grateful actually that my dad gave me this principle because I really appreciate it because as an adult, it clicked to me, right? And then after banging myself on the wall many times, then I realized, oh, I banged myself on the wall because I put my shoes on and I didn't have my socks on, right? So I really would love to read your comments as in, how does this relate to you? Hmm? Because the thing is, love relationships, like any other relationships, can be a beautiful and very, very powerful propelling vessel for your personal and spiritual development. You just have to be open and willing to see it that way. It will just really shift the way that you relate with your relationships, starting with yourself, because the number one relationship really, it starts with you. It's you with you. Right? And if you already have watched the video that I already uploaded on YouTube, my first video, my first baby video, so watch it. Okay. I talk about that. So that first video is actually more a general, more about inviting to reflect upon. But then from this video onward, socks first, right? That's why I started with this one, okay? I'm gonna be able to give you guidance and tips, right? So it will be very useful for me to hear from you because I may be thinking, oh, these may be very useful for you, right? But what about your own personal experience that I have no idea about? So please share your inputs, share your doubts. What's your biggest fear about relationships? Yeah, because if we don't address that first, how can you really move on to a fulfilling relationship? And if you are already in a relationship, and if that the current relationship, whether if it's you just have a boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe engaged, maybe you're already in the in your marriage, maybe you have been divorced, maybe you're thinking about getting into another relationship because you're still young and you want to experience a wonderful relationship, because yeah, we do have opportunities and we can create opportunities. However, if you don't sort out you, okay, your first relationship, which is you and you, right, and put things in order to clear the path, sort things out, understand, as I mentioned earlier, what you have done in the past and what's making you repeat the patterns. I can guarantee you, because I've seen this myself in my personal experience, and also I've seen this in clients and students and people that I know, is that when we don't address the things that have to be addressed first before getting into a new relationship, it's very likely that we repeat. And then how do we end up? Frustrated, yes, because frustration comes from when you already know in your mind, okay, I have done this and this and this and this, and it didn't work. You start getting frustrated. Frustration is low-level anger, right? There's a message. And the message from frustration is, hey, stop. Yeah? Take a nice deep breath and start looking at what have you done that doesn't work so you don't keep on repeating. I don't want you to keep on living with, kind of like an okay life where you're not happy, but you find ways to distract yourself and make yourself think that you're really happy when you're not. Okay? Because you know what? Life is so short, it's so unpredictable that to live a halfway life instead of living a full on life, full on fulfillment life, I really invite you to think about it, okay? My personal take is I will not accept to live halfway because it's not freedom. There's no freedom there, like real freedom. And then the juiciness that you can get out of experiencing life full on, it's very different, okay? So that's today's message. Salt bath, okay? Address, identify what's not working, what have you been repeating, so you will not create frustration, my friend, okay? You deserve to live a fulfilling life, more than just happy, fulfilling, so you can, at the end of the day, when you go to sleep and then you close your eyes and you have this really nice feeling of, I lived, I done it, I'm grateful. Yeah, I look forward to the next day. So you live that way, okay? All right. So remember, socks first, right? Leave your comments. And if you're already watching this video on YouTube, and if you are new to this channel, help me reach more people, okay, to understand this and many other beautiful things, very useful things, by subscribing to the channel and press on the notification bell so then you will know when a new video is coming. And by the way, we have a community. Yay! The community. So I always, with the videos, I will share the link to join the community. Okay. So I really look forward to hearing from you and send you a big hug, big lessons. Be well and happy. Okay. Create fulfillment in your life. Till next. Ciao, ciao.